Greetings all, and welcome to D&D Blender, the first 40k battle report. I am your humble 40k player, Tim, and here is my opponent, Carl.
How you doing?
And today we are doing Kroot versus Imperial Scum. So let's have a look at the armies. So, Carl, run us through your lists.
Okay, so we're starting with Warlord hidden all the way down here. She generates lovely fate dice every turn. Got another cannon sitting over here just for rerolls. The lovely, cannot pronounce her name to save my life, but rerolls 1 to wounds for retributors.
Yes.
Basic battle sisters, flamer, heavy flamer. More sisters, storm bolters. More sisters, heavy multi-melter, melters. Mortifiers just as smashy goodness.
Of course.
And because I can't deal with tanks, I brought something to make big things go away.
He brings the thing that kills tanks to the army that has no tanks. Because over here, whoosh, the greatest army of them all, the Tau Kroot army. My force consisting of 10 Kroot, a Shaper in there with a pulse rifle, another 10 Kroots, 3 Krootoks, another 3 Krootoks, a Greater Narlock with twin Kroot gun, another Great Narlock with twin Kroot gun, a Baggage Narlock, another 10 Kroot, 15 Kroot, 15 Kroot, an Ethereal, a Shaper with the Alpha Pack tactic, the Cadre Fireblade, 10 Kroot Hounds, another 10 Kroot Hounds, another 10 Kroot, and my Warlord with his Missile Pod and Omega Gauntlet, as well as everything else. And in Strategic Reserve, I have another 3 Krootoks, a team of Kroot Hounds, a team of Vespid, and Dyak Grech. And we're about to get first turn underway, so let's see how we go. Alright, so pre-game movement, all the Kroot have swarmed forward, and I'm going to attempt to seize the initiative, so here we go. Nope, doesn't happen.
You behave yourself. Nice.
The Imperium goes first. Alright, so end of round 1 was quite the massacre. The penitent, what are they called?
Mortifiers.
The Mortifiers, they charged on through to here and wiped out the squad of Kroot here, but were slaughtered by shooting in return. A bunch of Kroot got absolutely obliterated here. I lost my 2 Narlocks, my Baggage Narlock and one of my shooting Narlocks. The Hounds and everyone else made an advance up, returning fire, taking out the Heavy Bolter team. And that was all for round 1, and now we are moving into round 2. So, round 2 has ended. In this round there was quite a lot of exchange of fire, but then my reserves came in. The Vespid dropped in behind as long as Dyak Grech and a group of Krootoks and Kroot Hounds, which proceeded to charge. That unit may not be there because we're supposed to do a leadership check for him. We'll do that in a moment. The Kroot units here all barreled in, wiping out the 2 units of Sisters. These guys failed to make their charge, and the Kroot over here managed to make their charge, but unfortunately the Hounds were too combat effective and actually moved most of the enemies out of combat range, so wasn't able to wipe out the squad. But the knight is still standing, of course, and now we move into round 3. Round 3 has come to an end, and much of a massacre. The Warlord fell to the Krootoks' grand assault. More Kroot over here died. The Vespid moved up. The Kroot Hounds valiantly charged the Knight and the Sisters here, causing them to die and absorbing all of the Knight's overwatch, allowing the Great Narlock, the Commander, and the Ethereal to make combat, and they miraculously survived.
That won't be there for long.
No. And moving into the next round, we've got very little left, although you have very little left as well. You've got like a Canoness, that dude, and a Knight.
Yes.
Yes, and I have a lot of Vespid, 10 Kroot, a lot of Oxen. Pretty much all my Oxen are actually intact still. And, yeah. Alright, so here we go. Round 4. Bottom of round 4 is now completed. The Kroot managed to pile up and fail to murderize this crazy bitch in the chair. Again. But the Vespid swarmed over here. The Krootox piled into the Knight, failing to do... No, it doesn't do any damage to it, but they have managed to remain stationary. This Kroot fell back, and that's basically it. There's not a great deal left. He has a single Canoness and the Knight remaining on 18 wounds.
Yes.
On 18 wounds, and have all these Kroot remaining going into the 5th and final round. So here it is.
That's it.
And that is game. The Vespid swooped down over here and obliterated the crap out of the Canoness, as well as managing to bracket down the Knights, and the rest of the Kroots fired into their shots into... What's her name?
Judith, I think it is.
Judith, and finished her off.
Finally,
giving me 9 victory points to my opponent's 18. However, if we're going by the army needs to be painted rule, that puts me to 19 to his 18. So, because this is a friendly game, we're just going to call it a draw on hilarity and technicalities.
Sounds good.
So,
it's good fun. Good fun.
So, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this brief and ridiculous battle report, and stay tuned for D&D Blender for more reports. And please remember to like and subscribe. Bye!